Hi there. I'm Tom Crawford, Board Chair at Thurston Climate Action Team. Over the past couple of years, TCAT staff and volunteers worked with the cities of Lacey, Tumwater, and Olympia and Thurston County as they adopted ambitious climate action goals and completed the Thurston Climate Mitigation Plan for achieving those goals. In early 2021, all 4 jurisdictions accepted the plan and committed to implement it. In addition, Tumwater, Olympia, and Thurston County adopted a declaration of climate emergency. We here at TCAT are very excited about achieving this milestone, which was only possible with the amazing work of our volunteers, our staff, and partner organizations. So I wanted to share with you some of the most inspiring moments at the City Council and County Commissioner meetings when these actions were taken. Have a look.
And this pandemic is creating chaos and devastation in everybody's lives, and is a preview of the long-term devastation we can expect from the climate crisis if we don't address it now. So I'm here to ask you that you address the climate crisis by accepting the Thurston Climate Mitigation Plan and by allocating the funds and the staff to do the hard work necessary to implement all the actions in it.
I urge you to adopt the Climate Mitigation Plan and to adopt the resolution declaring a climate emergency. It is an emergency. This is a duty that we have to our brothers and sisters, our children, our grandchildren, and the generations yet to come.
I urge you to amend the climate crisis declaration and call the situation what it is, a climate emergency. We are running out of time to meet our targets, and we need to address this as an emergency.
If we don't make transformative changes before we hit that 1.5 degrees, we're going to be facing global catastrophe on an unimaginable scale. My peers and I are braced to spend most of our adult lives facing water shortages, choking smoke in our air, and the loss of our beautiful home. These are the consequences of inaction, and they are so much more terrifying for people without homes, people of color, people with disabilities. We need action now, and tonight we have the opportunity to take it. The plan that you're considering tonight, it isn't going to solve the climate crisis on its own, but it does kickstart the change for us and all the governments and communities that follow in our example.
I'm Karina. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm 16 years old. I'm here in support of the Thurston Climate Mitigation Plan and with a request that you amend the name of your declaration to the Climate Emergency Declaration. As a young person, I am constantly aware of our climate crisis worsening. I am constantly aware that we are not doing enough. I cannot vote and often feel powerless in making the decisions that will decide my fate, far more than they will yours. This is an emergency because we have not done enough, because soon it will be too late to make the changes we need to make. This is an emergency because people my age are afraid that we will not have a future. This is an emergency because around the world, people are already facing the effects of the climate crisis. You may not feel the terror that I do when you consider the effects of the climate emergency. I know you have other things to consider and other priorities, but it is not you who will face the worst of it. It is people like me, young people whose future is hanging by a thread, and people who are already experiencing what we are afraid of. My generation is watching you. Please don't fail.
Considering we are where we are, I would like to move to adopt a resolution accepting the Thurston Climate Mitigation Plan.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Our motion carries 3-0.
To the main motion, which is resolution 2021-002, again, which has been amended to change climate crisis to emergency. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Oppose? Motion carries unanimously.
I move that we adopt resolution number 1102, accepting the Thurston Climate Action Plan.
I'll second it.
All in favor of that motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? One opposed, and the motion carries.
I move to approve a resolution authorizing an interlocal agreement with Thurston County, City of Olympia, City of Lacey, City of Tumwater, Thurston Regional Planning Council for the implementation of Thurston Climate Mitigation Plan.
Second. All right, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations.
I hope you were as inspired as I have been by the compelling messages from members of our Thurston community. But the work does not end here. We must ensure that local governments and our communities take the steps needed to bring down our carbon pollution. You can be part of the action by joining one of our climate action groups. Go to our website, thurstonclimateaction.org, to learn more about each action group and how to get in contact with our group leads. By acting locally and thinking globally, we are making climate action history. Please join us.